Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I'll try and make this one short and sweet because I've said essentially everything I need to say during the listen through this record. We've listened to Boygenius, yes, an act that titled themselves after me, believe it or not, and that's the let the truth be told. Ask the members of this act, say, do you know about There's Rocksteady? And they'll say, yeah, of course I flipping know about There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Ask them about it, honestly. So, we listened to the debut EP. It was recommended on the Patreon by my man James. Thank you very much, James. It's very much appreciated. I've heard of the act via the commentation of online forum activity. Have I ever gone into listening to the band? No. What did I think? If you're just joining me now on the review as opposed to the listen through, I'll just rephrase what I initially said. I associated this band or this entity or the energy or the branding with an act like Girl in Red, Beach Bunny, The Beths. Acts that are female fronted yet align with this indie pop outsider yet not so outside that you're just listening to fucking noise, like actual palatable, good written music. And I was surprised that it was more industrial. What do I mean by industrial? I mean this is less against the industry and more we are the industry. This is singer-songwriter music. This is singer-songwriter music. We are professional songwriters. We want to write for other songwriters or other artists if we're not already doing so. We are linked in. We are connected with the songwriting firm and situation that is the seed which the industry blooms. I'm not stupid. The profession, the maturity, the production and the artistic expression I've heard on this record is very plugged in. Is it artistic? Yes. Is it going to push the boundaries of edge? No. We're not here to do that. We're here to create a relatable, emotionally viable product. What do you mean product? I mean product more than ever on this. I mean product more than ever in this. This is a business effort. This is a business effort. And I'll go against anybody who wants to give me flack for that. No, it's art for art's sake, man. No. This is a business effort. These girls might come together and say, let's create a project, yeah. But when we're distributing it through the distributors, we're distributing it through. When we're signed and we're putting it out via the label, we're putting it out through. When we as three separate entities are coming together to create this project, it's a business effort. Why do I highlight that? I highlight that because I listen to a lot of bands on this record where I don't identify songwriting for songwriting's sake. Do I say that to be, you know, contrary to the message that's been put out? No, I'm actually aiding and in support of this because I like songwriting. But I'm so artistically excited when it comes to the realm of songwriting and music business and the elements of garnering credit and monetizing that through my own personal education, that I find it ever so beautiful to pay attention to a project like this. Because on this channel, we're listening to bands that may as well be used and abused by the system, used and abused by the industry. But this is an act that can flip, turn, and subvert that and actually give power to the artist, which is a whole unfathomable amount of love I should express towards this. I love songwriters. I love songwriters. I love singer-songwriters. I love artists who create a project that succeeds and they garner the monetization, they garner the songwriting credits, they garner the royalties that come through the rights as to which they possess, given they haven't given it away to a guy in a suit who gives no shits about them and just wants to bum them. You can't say that. 6 tracks. Professional A to B writing. We've got no ABC writing. We've got no fluff writing. We start a song, we end the song, we go through a journey through the song, we go through a upwards inflection throughout the song. Compound interest, growing momentum as we reach the end. Through intensity, through development, through lyrical substance. We tell a story. Fantastic harmonies. Gorgeous harmonies, especially on that last song. Limited, minimal, yet fulfilling instrumentation. They are, or the producer knows what they're doing by filling the gap with the reverb, spacing it out. You know, covering the uncovered. I'm not a producer, so I won't talk about what's this and that, but the usage of reverb ensures you're listening to a more full-sounding product than what you may have been given it was a little drier, you know, due to the minimalism of the band. And singer-songwriter, the thing about singer-songwriter acts and songwriting acts is you can take the song and give them an acoustic guitar in the vocal line and it's still fantastic. That's essentially what we're getting. We're just getting a little bit of a build on that. You know, we're not coming in all guns blazing with a full rock band trying to disguise the fact that it's a shit song through the usage of making a racket, making a loud noise. This band doesn't need to do that because they write good songs. Such a great deal of conversation to be had over this, not just due to the fact that it's good music, but for a person like me, this is a great project to put forward. So let me say thank you to James for that. You know, highs and lows, nobody knows. I do like discussing things like this. If I was to rate it as a project, now I'm going to be funny here. As far as the channel is concerned, this is so much more mature through understanding and knowledge and portrayal of music than the majority, than 90% of the acts I listen to. But when we put this into the arena with general Spotify playlist, you know, funded by the labels, fed by the labels to promote acts, if we had to just bang this into a label playlist with the other writers and the other projects that come alongside this that are competitive with this wouldn't fare much, you know. When you've got flipping Billie Eilish Bad Guy in the same playlist, that's going to stand out. This doesn't stand out, you know, compared to your general songwriter music. So for your general arena and high tier that this band exists within, I'll give it a 5. As far as the actual quality of the music, and as far as the project, and as far as the consistency, I'll give it a 7. I'll leave that there. This isn't what I would choose to listen to in this day and age, but I appreciate the product and I appreciate the magic behind this and I appreciate the depth of investment. This wasn't put on record within a day. I'll tell you that for nothing. Now we're going to go and listen to some live stuff. So join me on Patreon if you want to join me on that. Peace.